Hey, Andrew.
Hey, that's not
Hey,
how
Andrew.
this works.
Andrew.
No. You're not gonna talk to the judge like that.
Andrew,
That's not how this works.
If not everybody's in the same socioeconomic class as you are. But here's another thing, Andrew.
Yeah.
And here's another thing, Andrew. It don't make sense, Andrew. You smart, man. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense, Andrew.
This idiot sovereign citizen was just in court, and he kept calling the judge by his first name. Like that was going to help his case or something. Bro was literally in court for a dumb parking ticket, but instead of just paying the fine and dipping out, he somehow manages to argue his way into spending the night in jail. Like, how do you mess up that bad over parking? Let me know in the comments if you guys think it's wrong to call a judge by their first name, because I've actually seen some people in the comments say it's not that serious, so let me know what you guys think. Let's dive in here though and watch this sovereign citizen get himself arrested live in court.
And we can talk.
Yeah, come on up to the podium.
We can talk, man.
Hey, keep going.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Two case files, 24-02561 and
93 days, right? Is that what you recommend?
Yeah.
That's what you recommend, but you were cool with it. You said no probation. And hey, Andrew.
Hey, that's not how
Hey,
this
Andrew.
works.
Andrew.
No. You're not gonna talk to the judge like that.
Andrew,
That's not how this works.
if not everybody's in the same socioeconomic class as you are. And it was 400 for the tether just to buy it, and it was 300 for a month just to get it.
The last thing I want to do is put you in jail because you're causing an upset to the court.
I agree, I agree with that. What up, man?
I need you to relax.
Thank you, I'm cool,
You're
man.
here to review. Yeah,
I'm
here
here to
is
review. It's completely review.
Mr. Finley, all right, Mr. Finley, you have to stop. You have to stop. It's a review to get you back on the right track.
Right, but here's another thing, and
Yeah.
and here's another thing, and
Sure.
when we need people, you gave me time, that would be like giving someone time for a parking violation. It don't make sense, Andrew, you smart, man.
That's not how this works. I'm gonna give you
How
a
that-
chance to relax.
Just stand here and let's do the review.
Mr. Young,
I'm still recording. And you can read it, all the statutes you want. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense, Andrew.
Mr. Finley, I have to hold you in direct contempt for
Oh.
continuing to interrupt.
Let's go
the
with
court. You're sentenced to a day in jail.
Oh my God.
Usually I wouldn't keep all of the prosecutors' response to the motion in the video, because let's be real, we're here to watch these idiot sovereign citizens make fools of themselves, but this part is actually pretty important because this stuff, this Karen sovereign citizen says later, is just completely insane. She takes a simple court hearing and turns it into something way bigger than it needs to be. I mean, there's really no point to be here. She's just filing some BS claim here, and you could just tell the prosecutor is ready to go. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive back in here and watch this Karen sovereign citizen try to argue her way out of reality here.
Midland Credit Management versus Rachel Langone, 24-04774. Council appearance, please.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Elizabeth Smith, P63010, appearing on behalf of Midland.
Plaintiff, please state your name for the record.
Rachel Langone.
Your volume is a little low.
Okay. Is that any better?
That's better. Okay, so today was the date that was scheduled for a motion for summary disposition that was filed by Midland. They're asking for the court to strike, excuse me, the defendant's answer and dismiss the counterclaim, saying that the counterclaim doesn't seek relief that the court could grant.
She is seeking dismissal of the claims against her and asking for an award of $3,744. It does not go into any detail about anything my client would have done wrong. So there's really no basis on which to grant any sort of relief as to the counterclaim. As for our motion for summary disposition, reviewing the defendant's pleadings filed, the crux of the matter is she doesn't believe that she owes anything to Midland because the original creditor was a different entity. So it was a Children's Place credit card held through Community Bank. The account was used. We attached about a year and a half worth of billing statements to our motion showing use, purchases and payments on the subject account. In December of 2021, the account was charged off and sold to Midland. Also, as part of our documents is a letter sent by Comenity to Ms. Langoni explaining that the account with Comenity has been charged off. It was purchased by Midland Credit Management. Any further communications and or payments were to be made with Midland Credit Management. Ms. Langoni did in fact contact Midland and set up a payment plan. The payment plan was ultimately defaulted with only 1 or 2 payments having been applied to the account. So there's just really no issue left to resolve. Midland owns the account. The balance due and owing, there's no dispute as to that. There's no dispute that Ms. Langoni had the original card. The only issue is her belief that she doesn't have to pay Midland. And again, based on the proofs provided by Midland, and the fact that there was in fact a payment plan set up with Midland, I'll point to the fact that Midland does in fact own the account, is permitted to collect on same. And so we're asking that Your Honor, please dismiss the counterclaim for the reasons previously stated, and then also grant summary disposition on Midland's claim, as there really is no underlying issue for trial.
That the whole point of why you're here, to make your argument so the judge can maybe, just maybe, rule in your favor. It's almost like you don't even know what you're talking about. Let me know in the comments if you think this Karen actually has some kind of master plan here, or if she's just playing games with the court for no reason at all.
Okay, Ms. Langone, I don't see a response to the plaintiff counter defendant's motion from you.
No, and I did try to contact legal aid and get some advice. The only thing that she told me that I could do was to ask you to amend my response. As far as what she sent, I still, when we were here the last time and I met with counsel in a separate room, I still maintain that I would like to see the contract. Whether that's, I mean, especially between myself and Comenity, to see that they were legally able to sell the debt. Because if I could go to trial, I would show that the chances that the Comenity was paid for the debt. And I want to be able to show that. It's very different, because if I were to go to court with Comenity, that would have to go through a federal court. It's very different than saying that
let me get some clarity here. You're not disputing that you had a Children's Place account, correct?
Correct.
You're disputing, and you're not disputing that there was a balance of $643.63?
No, I'm not disputing that.
Okay, your dispute is that you have paid that $643.63? It
was paid when I opened the account.
It was paid by who?
The process, and this is why I wanted to go to trial, because there's so much to explain. There's so